In 1904, the New York Times reported a story in which a horse could solve math and logic questions. The horse's name was Clever Hans, and in his show, his owner, Von Austin, would give him questions like, "What's 5 plus 4?" Hans would then tap his foot 9 times. He was so popular that the German Board of Education actually put together a commission of 13 individuals called the Hans Commission, which is an excellent name, by the way. And they determined that, yep, Hans was a clever boy. Now, Oskar Funkst, a German psychologist and biologist who eventually took over the Hans Commission, wasn't convinced. And through a series of studies showed that although Hans was clever, he was clever for a very different reason. See, Hans wasn't an equestrian math whiz. He was clever because he paid attention to his audience. When he was asked what 5 plus 4 was, he would start tapping his foot and would take cues from the audience until he hit the correct number, then he would stop. Now, the Hans Commission knew the purpose of their study, and they would unconsciously bias their own results because they were looking for a response to justify the known purpose. Nowadays, experiments in cognition and psychology account for this performance bias, which is when the observer unknowingly influences the response of a participant by using a technique known as double blinding. In this technique, the lead researcher who's running the experiment knows its true purpose, while the participant and the researchers collecting the data, who are admittedly underpaid undergrads and master students, don't. This results in data that is a lot more reliable. All of this wouldn't benefit Hans, who was unfortunately drafted into the war during World War I and was either killed in action or eaten by hungry soldiers.